DHG here, getting back into my playthrough of Deadly Premonition, cult classic on the 360. Been a weird experience so far. Let's continue. Hopefully this episode they don't have me driving around for 20 minutes. It is purely coincidental.
Previously during the investigation. These puppies are making me go to another town in the boondocks again.
I didn't think you'd keep me waiting in the rain for so long.
Welcome to Greenvale. I'm the sheriff, George Woodman. Call me George.
There's definitely something in this town. Do you feel it, Zach? My coffee warned me about it.
Sugar donuts will make you hungrier.
Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report, too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good?
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right, then. Let's do that.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner? That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner. Or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Yeah, whatever. Just looks like your average diner.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now. And this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
Our
I
town
thought he
is
was
a
going to say the
little
worst
odd
burger.
in some ways, but it's
Hey,
usually
she's
a
drinking on
peaceful
the job.
place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe. Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor. Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned.
No, you know, your usual
The
gang
case
rape.
I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his
Sounds like
to
Egg
eat
Gein.
from, or as a urine cup.
Urine cup?
He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it. He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum, and he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing. But those he had used to relieve himself, would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims. That was a nasty one.
Thank you, Agent York.
Yeah,
Well,
your average
let's
gang
talk about
rape.
something else.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Yeah, there is. That's why there's a
Said
gradient
Agent
on
Morgan.
punishment.
We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand
That's
that,
why you
right?
don't get lifetime in prison for shoplifting.
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
She gets it.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town.
I don't think he's got the right job.
I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Excuse
Sheriff's
us,
thinking, why did I
Agent
ever hire
Morgan.
him?
We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
FYM ruins dinner. I think that would be a good title for this video. Out of the way, bitch. Are there no headlights? I can honk my horn. Oh shit, there's a third person?
Now, Joel Gray's daughter is, of course. That's right, Jennifer Gray. You knew that, right, Zach?
Jennifer Gray. She's in one of my most favorite movies, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986.
I never
directed by
got
John
into
Hughes.
that.
That one was so 80s.
Zach, you're not the most cheerful guy I know. But you really do like those cheerful movies.
We used to love those teenage movies back then, didn't we? Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink, St. Elmo's Fire, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That last
I
one was
hate Sean Penn.
1982, directed by Amy Hecker. Now that was an impressive film. You've got Sean Penn in the lead, with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Phoebe Cates. Not to mention Nicolas Cage and Forrest Whitaker were in it too.
I didn't know
The
Nicolas
original
Cage
book
was
and
in it.
script were written by Cameron Crowe. How could that not be a great film?
You remember, Zach?
When that movie ended, the last words, the end, was from an arcade game. That's right, it was from Missile Command. It stuck in my head for...
Oh, Zach, we're here. Let's continue our chat later.
Let's not. Oh, that's an old school typewriter. What he's staying in is almost like a regular studio apartment.
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress.
Please don't tell me I have to type
First, the victim.
with a 360 gamepad.
She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death. The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also cut off, and we found something inside her mouth.
Do you remember what that was, Zach?
One of those red things. Oh, it's a seed?
That's right. We found the same red seed in her mouth. According to Emily, it was raining when Anna was killed, but traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in a lumber room, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime. A total of 4 things.
Knee prints in the grass. Wood chip in the dust. Photo of a man with a tattoo on his back. One other thing. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Piece of clothing.
That's wrong, Zach. Come on. Try it.
Oh, yeah.
Knee prints in the grass. A wood chip covered in metal flakes. A photo of a man with a tattoo on his back. And one
The
other
heel. I think. Yeah.
That's right. A broken stiletto.
Well, he did get a piece of fabric, too.
Aligning
from the
this with
raincoat.
other evidence suggests that 2 people came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us. Those being the perpetrator who killed Anna and Miss Stiletto heel. There is also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal. Have I forgotten anything?
Ah, of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
What do you think she was holding on to?
I'm guessing round object.
That's right. A round object.
I thought it had an upside down peace
Marks on
symbol.
her hand suggested peace symbol. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside down peace mark on his back. These 2 could well be related. But we don't know for sure. Next, townfolk. A few are worthy of special attention. Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister. Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry. Both will be tough to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking, One of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food. Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized. It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during investigations.
Oh, and on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach.
I
wasn't
already
getting
did.
all excited or anything. But it did make me feel strange. Nostalgic and sad almost.
It's starting to rain. I think this case may take a while.
Yeah, I read that the average playtime is like 30 to 40 hours. I don't know if I'll get this done in time for Halloween this year. There's nothing to keep that dog from falling out of the back. Okay, that was a quick one. Alright, well I guess that's episode 7.